Atlanta Hawks basketball is brought to you by Emory Healthcare, the official healthcare provider of the Atlanta Hawks. Bob Rathman, Dominic Wilkins, Andre Aldridge, and our great crew back together again. And happy to have you along for what should be a most exciting ride through this 1920 NBA season. The ATL Dancers in midseason form as we begin the fourth quarter here at State Farm Arena. Charlie Brown, Bembry, Parker, Jones, and Carter on the floor right now for Lloyd Pierce. Bembry going to work, hangs, banks, misses.
That was the rebound. That was good defense there. Jackson played him well.
Melly, Alexander Walker, Williams, Hart, and Jackson begin for the men of Alvin Gentry.
Well, if we see here if the Hawks can make some sort of push here, but it's going to start on the defensive end, especially a lot of new guys on the floor playing together for the first time. So be interesting to see how this first 3 or 4 minutes go.
Second foul on Vince. Williams. Melly tips it to the wing. Shot clock at 7. Stepping out.
And that's when you're doing a little bit too much. You got to give up the ball. When you have nowhere to go, you got to move it.
Kenrich Williams with the turnover. 15th of the night for New Orleans. Vince. Yeah. First preseason bucket.
That little patented fadeaway serves them well. And you're going to see a lot of that this year, the time that Vince is going to be on the floor. He's going to be on the perimeter probably 85% of the time.
Hart going in, challenging Jones and losing. Vince short hops it and drains a 3 from the wing. 39% on threes a year ago at age 41. Now 42 years young, still getting it done. Alexander Walker, keep your eye on this kid, Neek. This is quite a prospect.
He definitely has a lot of confidence. You look at his last couple of baskets, no hesitation at all.
This one's kicked. Hawks maintain possession. You know, the Pelicans have scored a lot of points here tonight. We should point out that last year, this New Orleans team, through all their problems, they only won 33 games. Alvin Gentry's club was 3rd in the league in points, 115.4.
Well, he's trying to another turnover here by the Hawks.
And then a bump by Jones on Melly. Alvin Gentry. And Scott. This is called preseason fun. Alvin Gentry says, hey, that's a loose ball. I'm a clear path foul. Scott said, no, come on. Even in the preseason. Can't have that. Hart for 3. Second three-pointer for Josh. 115-92.
This Pelican team in preseason so far has been very impressive.
Vince in play. Charlie Brown fouled. He'll shoot 2. And the foul on Frank Jackson.
Frank Jackson. First.
Charlie Brown to the free throw line. Played the summer league with the Hawks and averaged almost 15 a game. Got that two-way deal with Atlanta on the 1st of July. ACC football coming up this weekend. Well, speaking of Duke, as we have most of the evening, they'll be featured. The Gridiron Blue Devils will be taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Coverage at 12:30 Eastern on Saturday. 1:15:94. 9 minutes change remaining in our preseason opener. Orlando here Wednesday night.
Oh, man.
Telling you, this guy's got a world of talent. We saw him last year in the ACC at Virginia Tech.
He got a better looking stroke than his brother.
His cousin.
Well, you know, it's in the family.
That's right. Runs in the family.
Well, I meant his cousin. But, yeah, it runs in the family. It doesn't matter.
118-94.
Zion Williams is back on the floor.
Interesting.
Well, you know what? It's your rookies. You want to get them
burn.
Yeah, you got to get them a little floor time.
Played 24 minutes. Alexander Walker over now to Melly. And out it goes to Atlanta. $118-94. Turnover.
And that's been killing the Hawks tonight. The turnovers has been really tough in the second half. Had 10 turnovers in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's 25 tonight. Good hustle there by Taj McCall, who's coming in for Coach Pierce. He wears number 6. Taj out of Tennessee State. Philadelphia product. Here's Zion. Boy, look at the strength. And a foul called on Jabari Parker.
And Zion just was kind of standing out there, and they didn't think that he was coming to the glass. There's good anticipation there.
Then you find yourself under the basket trying to ride a bucking Bronco.
A good way to put it. He's in there against 2 big guys, and good block there, but it was a contact before that.
15 for Zion. His New Orleans debut, very impressive, as you would expect. 120-94.
It's amazing he is so explosive in the basket. You got to wonder what people are going to say. Oh, well, you know, he doesn't shoot the 3. He doesn't take outside shots. But you look up, he's still very much an effective player on the floor because he puts so much pressure on your defense.
First foul of the night on Zion. Taj McCall plays it in. Euro steps, turns it over. Melly. Good drive by Jabari Parker.
That's one of those grind out type of baskets.
I guess so. Zion's second foul. Well, a lot of Duke love right there, but Jabari Parker now in his 6th NBA season. Coach Pierce, a big fan of Jabari Parker. Soft-spoken young man, but plays with a lot of noise on that court.
He is a very skilled young man. You got to understand, he's only 24 years old.
That's right. And this is his 6th season. First for Milwaukee. They rescinded his qualifying offer, signed a 2-year deal with the Bulls, then got traded last year to Washington. 2-year deal with Atlanta with a player option for the 2nd year. Out of Simeon High in Chicago. Melly lays it in. It's double figures now for Nicolo Melli. 28-year-old rookie from Italy. 122-97. And here's Taj McCall getting tied up by Jackson on a foul. Every time I say Melly tonight, I think of Melvin Hunt. That's his nickname. Our Melly. Their Melly.
Yeah, I mean, if it works for him, I mean, I agree with you. I think Mel liked that name solely, by himself. He don't want anybody to have his nickname. Maybe Melly too.
Well, this is not a nickname. That is Melly's last name.
What is a nickname to Mel?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
The veteran coach. Been around the NBA a long time. Does a great job.
Man, this kid.
He rolls it home.
Alexander Walker, man, he's showing something tonight here.
That is 12 points in 8 minutes. Parker's three. Frank Jackson ahead to Zion, and now Jackson gets a back ball fake, lay in, good. And the Hawks are going to take a timeout. 6:39 to go, fourth quarter, 126-98 New Orleans.
It's a summer of dynamic.
In November, the College Park Skyhawks, our G League affiliate, kick in with a brand new arena and a brand new mascot. This is Collie making his debut. He came out of the Raptors at halftime tonight, mixing it up with Harry the Hawk. The Skyhawks will kick off their inaugural season next month, and you can see them play their first home game in the new Gateway Center Arena at College Park. That will be on November the 21st. Tickets start at only $10. See a great brand of basketball in the G League, and you see the guys flanking there. Charlie Brown on the left and Brandon Goodwin, our two-way players on the right. They were presented with their new College Park jerseys. The partnership with Share Care on the front of the jersey. It is going to be a great time. Can't wait to go down and see the Skyhawks. Noel Gillespie, the head coach, was there. And a nice run and dunk by Parker.
Well, that's what Jabari Parker, he has an explosive first step. But you talk about the College Park team, those guys are so happy to be out of Erie. I told them, look, I'm never going back up to Erie. It is too cold.
Well, guess where New Orleans has their G League affiliate this year?
Oh! Well,
that would be Erie.
Yeah, it'd be Erie. Have fun.
They're moving to Birmingham. Alvin Gentry says they cannot wait to get to Birmingham for obvious reasons, be close and move players like the Hawks will have not that proximity, of course, Birmingham to New Orleans, but in the South. And I'll tell you what, the folks in Erie, a fantastic partner of the Hawks for the last couple of years. Charlie Brown. This one out of bounds. Pelicans have it with 5:38 to play. Bruno Fernando in there. Let's see who Lloyd has out there with Taj and Alex Len, Charlie Brown, and also coming in to make his Atlanta debut is Armani Brooks, the rookie out of the University of Houston. Jackson for three.
Well, guys fall in love with that three-point shot.
Charlie, yeah.
And you got to be able to mix it up sometimes. You know, the three-point shot is definitely a very important shot in the game today, but sometimes you got to mix it up when that shot not going on a regular basis.
Alexander Walker with a miss, but another opportunity for the Pelicans. Travel. Now coming in for Atlanta, 23-year-old Marcus Derrickson. Another young man ticketed to play in College Park. Came out of Georgetown, played 3 years with the Hoyas. Also has some big league experience with Golden State. Rebound Williams. Melly. Fernando has it.
Bruno was doing a good job coming back and picking up that rebound. He was on his way down the other end.
In for the Pelicans for the first time. Keep your eye on number 10, Jackson Hayes, the rookie from Texas. Lob for him, and he's fouled. This foul is on Armani Brooks. We talked about all the guys in the top 10 of that draft. He's the 4th one to come in. He was 8th overall. Last year's Big 12 Freshman of the Year with the Longhorns. Melly. Hayes scoops it up and
nice
in.
Shot. I mean, in traffic to be able to spin back to a strong hand and finish that. A very tough shot.
Bruno.
Oh, there's Bruno with one of his own.
It goes off. Hayes out of bounds. Bruno Fernando. You know, if New Orleans is going to be the Duke South, well, the Hawks are going to be Maryland South. 3 Terrapins on this Atlanta team. Alex Len, Kevin Herter, and of course Bruno Fernando. 3:20 left in the 4th quarter. Melly sets the sights, leaves it short. Derrickson keeps it away. Taj Gibson out of the corner. Played ahead to Alexander Walker.
Well, the Hawks will be looking at a little film tomorrow and see some of the things they could have done better, and also some things they did pretty good.
And a reminder to the Hawks fans, tomorrow night, after those film sessions in practice, the Hawks will be here for an open practice. Gates open at 5. It's open and free to the public. And they'll get going around 6 o'clock right here at State Farm Arena tomorrow night. Timeout in Atlanta. Trae Young on the bench with Kevin and JC. Trae Young tonight, 11 assists and one of the neatest moves of the evening. Our Xfinity fast break. Watch him go right through the legs of J.J. Redick.
J.J. closed his eye. Look at it. He's like, he didn't reach behind him. Where'd it go? J.J.'s not known for his defense. Now look at this. That's a beautiful. He didn't even look at the ball. He was looking up the court the whole way.
Those kinds of plays made Trae such a fan favorite last year, and J.J. Redick will remember that one. 9 points, 11 assists, 4 rebounds in 26 minutes of playing time this evening. On the 3-ball, Trae was 1 of 6. So here we go with just 4.1 on the New Orleans shot clock. Alexander Walker. Rebound fought for. And in there, Zylan Cheatham, the rookie out of Arizona State, number 45. We're going deep on the depth chart here in preseason. Backdoor cutting. Brooks couldn't handle it. These preseason games with all these new guys in their first activity tend to get a little sloppy. Tonight, no different. We've seen high turnover totals around the league in this first week. Brooks.
Bruno's 2 nice blocks in the second half of this game.
You can see why the Hawks were so anxious to get their hands on him in the second round of the draft. Bruno Fernando is just 21 years old. He's 6'10", 233. And Lloyd Pierce thinks he's got quite the player of the future in Bruno Fernando. It's going to be an illegal screen, though, on this one. And the Hawks give it back to the Pelicans with 1:54. Orlando here on Wednesday night. Final home preseason game. And then 3 on the road at Miami, New York, and Chicago next week. We'll bring you the Miami game on Monday night. Alexander Walker. And he turns it. Taj McCall. Euros.
Oh, man.
Blocked. Taken back by Charlie Brown. That's rejected.
The Pelicans are swarming at the rim. Two really nice defensive plays. Good blocks.
Here's Jackson. From the wing. Charlie Brown going up. And it couldn't get to it. It drops in. Charlie double figures with 10. 60 seconds remaining.
Ooh, no, that was not a good call. That was a white ball.
Lloyd Pierce walked, sat down, got back up. Said, "What? I can't believe what I just saw." Now we're going to check replay. We're in the last 2 minutes for the out-of-bounds call. This is the, well, it was the preseason schedule. As we mentioned, Orlando will be here on Wednesday night. There it is. 7:30 game here at State Farm Arena. A Magic team that made the playoffs last year. Steve Clifford in his second season. And Orlando didn't make a lot of changes, and they don't need to. That's a young, upcoming team under Coach Clifford. Then it's down to Miami, and we'll see Jimmy Butler in a Heat uniform on October the 14th. Rounded out at Madison Square Garden, a back-to-back in Chicago on the 17th. And then we will get the regular season going in Detroit on the 24th of October. Call is going to be overturned, and the ball will belong to Atlanta.
Like we knew it would.
Hawks ball.
We have dominated replay tonight. Won the coach's challenge. Got that call reversed. 57 seconds left. Here's Brooks hitting a three. Armani Brooks played 3 years with the Houston Cougars. Signed late August with Atlanta. Last season as a junior with the Cougs, averaged 13.4 and led the American Conference in threes. And showed that good shooting form right there. Taj McCall with his first foul, and this will put Frank Jackson on the line.
And this Pelican team could be an interesting team out west, but like you said earlier, the West is so loaded, they're going to have a lot of problems too.
Frank Jackson going to the line. You know, we've seen J.J. Redick here tonight. He's 35 years old. This is his 14th year in the NBA. He has made the postseason every year of his career. He told Zion Williamson, "Don't mess it up." A little pressure on the rookie.
Ooh, boy, that's a lot of pressure. He's in the East. He might have had a shot.
Bruno. Good effort on the call. 30 seconds to play. Jackson rejected. I think Charlie Brown got that one, and Bruno too. Here's Brooks for three. And that will do it. The Pelicans will dribble out the final seconds, and they win their preseason opener. Zion, impressive, with 16 points and 7 rebounds in his first NBA activity officially in the preseason. And the Hawks got some good minutes too out of their young people. DeAndre Hunter had a couple of threes, had a dunk. Trey and John did their thing as well. We also saw the newcomers get out there, and Cam Reddish and veteran Jabari Parker. So a good first night work for Atlanta as they exchange pleasantries with the Pelicans. We won't see this ball club until the middle of March. How will their seasons play out until we get to that point? We'll see the Pelicans twice in 2 weeks in March, but not until. And now the Hawks will get ready for practice tomorrow, an open practice to the public tomorrow night here at State Farm Arena, and then it's Orlando coming in here on Wednesday night. Vince and Zion talk things over here at State Farm Arena. The final score tonight from Atlanta, New Orleans 133 and Atlanta 109. Our next telecast on Wednesday night when the Hawks take on the Magic here. Coverage begins at 7:30 right here on Fox Sports in Southeast and streaming live on the Fox Sports Go app. For Andre Aldridge, Dominique Wilkins, our entire crew, Bob Rathman, thanking you for joining us as we say so long from the ATM. See you Wednesday.